Indiana Fever stretch without Caitlin Clark reveals hard truth. It's been 5 games since preseason MVP favorite Caitlin Clark was sidelined with a left quad strain. Tuesday night perhaps best illustrated the impact of her absence as the Indiana Fever fell silent in the second half, ultimately falling 77-58 in a Commissioner's Cup game against the Atlanta Dream. Indiana's 58 points marks their lowest output since 2017. An ugly showing for a team typically vaunted for their offensive prowess. The Indiana Fever have managed to tread water, sitting at 4-5 on the season and picking up a pair of wins against the Washington Mystics and Chicago Sky despite the loss of their leading scorer still. Concern is mounting for a Fever squad that added depth in the offseason in an effort to provide a stronger supporting cast for their budding superstar. For Indiana, losing their offensive engine was always going to be an immense challenge. It's hard to replicate Clark's on-court production, even by aggregation. That said, the numbers point to some red flags that even a fully healthy Clark may not be able to completely conceal. Now, with a 5-game sample size, let's dive into the splits. The Fever averaged 88.0 ppg in 4 games with Clark, second highest in the WNBA during that span. That's been cut down by double digits. Indiana is averaging 76.4 ppg without Clark, the second lowest mark in the league since May 25. They go from averaging 20.0 AST 5th in WNBA to averaging 17.8, 10th in WNBA. Both make sense in the context of Clark's injury, as the 23-year-old led the league in assists last season and averaged 9.3 in her first 4 games. Indiana did fare better with other traditional metrics. The Fever remained in the top third of the league in FG% and actually saw a slight uptick in 3-point volume, a more diversified effort from distance that could be worth maintaining even upon Clark's return. The most jarring discrepancy, however, regards their pace of play. Fans have been quick to notice that the Fever look noticeably slower without Clark on the floor. The numbers loudly back that claim up. With Clark, the Fever had 49 fast break points, tied for third in the WNBA with 12.3 a night. In the last 5 games, that number has nosedived to 19, an abysmal league-worst 3.8 per game. For context, the Phoenix Mercury, who ranks second to last in fast break points during this span, averaged 9.1 per game. Then there's the pace metrics. Pace/40 is an advanced stat that measures a team's possessions per 40 minutes. While this can be affected by the opponent at times, a team with a fast style of play is going to see more possessions per game over the course of a season. During Clark's 4 games, the Fever had a pace/40 of 84.12, the second highest mark in the league, shy of only the Chicago Sky 84.75 in Clark's wake. It's dropped off a cliff. Over the last 5 games, Indiana's pace/40 is 76.90, dead last in the WNBA. With Clark and Sophie Cunningham both sidelined, veteran guard Sydney Colson has started each of the last 5 games at point guard, contributing to the Fever's slower approach offensively. But it's also worth considering the influence of a new head coach in Stephanie White. While Indiana ranked 3rd in pace under head coach Christy Sides last season, White's Connecticut Sun were last by a full possession.